All right, good morning and welcome to a special edition of the Atlantic City Beat right here on the new 96.1 WTTH. My name is Raymond C. Tyler and I'm glad to be with you this morning. It's a very special edition because we're going to start off, normally I start off with a DJ mix. We're going to put that now on the back of the show. I'd like to talk for a few minutes about something that happened to me or a text I got after I had finished DJing for the City of Atlantic City's Trunk or Treat event over at Pop Lloyd Stadium. I was on my way home when I got the news that Pinky Kravitz had passed away. Pinky Kravitz was more than a colleague. He was more than a friend. He was a pioneer in this broadcast game of ours. He was the senior person among all of us who cheerlead for Atlantic City. I originally had planned to write out this big long thing to make sure I gave Pinky all the props and respect that he deserved, but I felt like it was more fitting that I speak from my heart this morning. I first met Pinky back in the 1900s when he visited my kindergarten class. Little did I realize that about 20 years later, we would be working together. I had the opportunity to work with him first at the Atlantic City Weekly, where we both were columnists, and then a little bit later, during my second professional stint as a broadcaster, I broadcasted a show, or I produced a show rather, called Let's Talk About It on WOND. And that show itself was a tribute to the many great people who did the great show Let's Talk About It on WUSS back in the day. Well, when I got to WOND, Pinky Kravitz was my biggest cheerleader. As a matter of fact, he did everything he could to make sure that that show was a success, including stepping in to be one of my first guests ever on that show that I produced. Not long after that, he had me on his TV show on TV 40. And we worked together during my whole time there over at WOND. One of the reasons why I do a toy and coat drive every year is because of Pinky Kravitz. Originally, I didn't want to put my name on anything like that because I felt like it was being braggadocious. I just wanted to do my charitable good and do it anonymously. But when we were at a holiday event, a holiday party over at the AC Weekly offices, Pinky talked to me about the importance of making sure that you use your good name to help and benefit other people. And so I wouldn't be doing that today if it wasn't for Pinky Kravitz. All of South Jersey, Atlantic City right now, are mourning the loss of a broadcast pioneer. Right now, I just want you to take a second to think about his loving family who shared Pinky Kravitz with Atlantic City, South Jersey, and the world for so many years. His family is also grieving, and we want you to know that we're keeping you in prayer. And I thank you very much for everything that you did for me, Mr. Kravitz. And we'll always remember you here on the Atlantic City Beat. All right, later on, after these messages, my guest will be Mr. Darryl Scott, and we'll be right back after this.